Consecration is a life process. If you transform mud into food, we call this agriculture. If you make food into flesh and bone, we call this digestion, integration. If you make flesh into mud, we call this cremation. If you can make this flesh, or even a stone, or even an empty space, into a divine possibility, that is called consecration. What you call as the divine, what you call as the stone, what you call as a man, what you call as a woman, what you call as a beast, what you call as a demon, it's all the same energy functioning in different ways. If you have the necessary technology, the simple space around you, you can make it into a divine exuberance. You can just take a piece of rock and make it into a god or a goddess. So this is the phenomena of consecration. Nobody should live in a space which is not consecrated. So always temple first. The whole of Tamil Nadu is built like this. Every significant town in Tamil Nadu, you go and see first the temple, a grand temple, around that a little town. Because what kind of dwelling you live in is not important. Whether your house is 10,000 square feet or just 1,000 square feet is not going to make an ultimate difference in your life. But you are around a consecrated space, that is going to make a phenomenal difference in your life.
Any number of times, many times, Dhyanalingam has been attempted in various parts of the country. They have come to different levels and they failed, because it involves a complex process, both internal and external. This was my Guru's dream. When I became aware of this, then that became my single point agenda with life, just to create that. I had never talked about Dhyanalingam to anybody. Within myself, I lived with a single-minded purpose to consecrate this. Everything that I did was only towards it.
The word linga literally means the form. Why we are calling it the form is, when unmanifest energy begins to manifest itself, the first form that it takes is that of an ellipsoid. We know this from our experience. If you raise your energies to a certain pitch or beyond a certain pitch, where it moves towards a point of dissolution, then the final form that this one takes is also that of an ellipsoid. So the first form is ellipsoid and the final form is ellipsoid. So linga is seen as a doorway to the beyond. To access different dimensions of energy, you need different capabilities within yourself. So if you have to access Dhyanalingam, because it's a repository of knowing. It's a tremendous knowing. If you want to access that, you need to become a different kind of instrument. I'm saying an instrument because this is the essence of yoga. This is the essence of mysticism, that you clearly understand and experience that this body, this mind, this energy is just an instrument. It anyway is. Are you using it like one or not? That's the only question.
Once you're in the sphere of Dhyanalingam, the seed of spiritual liberation is sown into you, you cannot help it. Whether you are going to allow this seed to sprout today or tomorrow or 10 lifetimes, that is your choice, but you cannot destroy the seed. Dhyanalingam is multidimensional, that's what it's unique about it. It is being consecrated with all the 7 basic chakras. I call it a miracle because this is a possibility. The sphere of Dhyanalingam, the energy of Dhyanalingam will create a possibility for every human being who comes in contact with this, either actually in its vicinity or just in his consciousness, if he is just willing, to open himself up. It will be available to him, it will become a possibility for him to know life in its utmost depth, to experience life in its totality. My essential strength is just that I can make thin air into a powerful bomb. That's consecration. Lingabhairavi consecration will be in many ways the biggest event to happen in Asia after Dhyanalingam consecration. We are establishing a garbha for the Devi. The garbha is… the word garbha literally means the womb. She's feminine, she's a woman. So your logical understanding of what it is not going to work anyway. If you want to have a taste of this, you have to sit here for the next 3 days and woo her with all your heart. Devi Bhairavi has only 3.5 chakras. That's how she's made. The Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, and only 1/2 of Anahata. She is very compassionate, very powerful. She can be angry, she can be cruel sometimes, but she's tremendously powerful. Her power is what we are enamored with. Her compassion is what we are enamored with.
grace of Bhairavi, neither have to live in concern or fear of life or death, of poverty or failure. All that human being considers as well-being will be his if only he earns the grace of Bhairavi.
How does he have that power of making a stone into a deity? But it happened in front of my eyes.
When it finally came together, it was just enormous.
Dhyanalingam is going to be only one. We cannot recreate it. What has gone into it is too much to make it again. But I'm getting greedy and now I'm opening this to all of you. Wherever anybody wants to build a Devi temple in any part of the world, if it's in your home, in your office, in your whatever, I will personally consecrate all of that. I've decided on.
भैरवी तूकमिल्ला कण्विழிப்பே भैरवी அன்பு கனிந்த கனைவே भैरवी ஆண்மை நிறைந்த நிறைவே भैरवी இன்ப முதிர்ந்த முதிர்வே भैरवी எண்ண தீர்க்க மேரியே भैरवी முன்பு நிற்கின்ற தோழிலே भैरवी முக்தி நிலையில் முடிவே भैरवी